All right, Infinity. Man, those jackets are tight. We are bringing up the lady herself, best bandmom in the universe, Mrs. Binx.
A little bit loud. Ooh, that's woo. It works. I like at the conference last year when I'm talking, just waving the rock because I'm Italian, not even talking into it. But wow, thank you guys for coming. I mean, this is our first live in-person event, and we've done many of these music festivals in the metaverse over the past 4 years with a lot of the musicians that are here playing and our partners here. And aside from the financials, it's not much different than the production that we do behind the scene in the metaverse. And it's just amazing. Amazing being among so much talent and what is the word? How to describe them? You know, how they know how to improvise with this new tech of Web3 and experiment and push the limits to pave the way for the future. And I feel like I always say that Third Planet is here to pave the way, but I feel like we're just giving them the platform and maybe the little kick in the butt for ideas, and they're the ones that execute and really are the ones paving the way of the future of Web3. Because if they weren't experimenting, like, you know, everybody you're going to see here this whole day, then it wouldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's moving so fast, is because people, like the people we surround ourselves with, push the boundaries and break things, like all the time. We just go in and break metaverses, like as a hobby. And then it has to get built and fixed and better, and so we can do more cool stuff. So it's just like, it's kind of how we roll. But if it weren't for that vision and passion and like wanting to go past what the tech allows now, we wouldn't have such amazing tech coming forward, and we wouldn't have such visionary works like, you know, we just saw Space Painter's stuff. He's been pushing boundaries since day one.
Exactly. You know, and it's, you know, always easy to come up with a good idea, but if you don't have the people like all of us in this room testing it out, doing the beta, breaking it, then they don't know how to tweak it and all the upgrades that they need to make over time.
It's an incredible amount of work does go on behind the scenes, whether it's a IRL event where we're here in our meat sacks or we're all in our little voxel avatars. It's, you know, and being able to do these and then shoot them out into the metaverse and cast them in multiple arenas is just really, really pretty amazing for people to be able to join from anywhere in the world and kind of experience it. So building this kind of community feels like much more than just one platform, one business. You can see here today so many people coming wanting to help, wanting to provide service, education, you know, handhold the people coming in, and, you know, also just to touch on, just because we're in Web3, we're not shunning people away from Web2. We want to empower them with the new tools, but you still kind of have to be out there on the Instagrams and socials, and like, you know, you might as well have your stuff out streaming even though you're making pennies, where off an NFT you can be making hundos. So, you know, we're pretty open as well. We're not just like, oh, you have to do this way. We want to work with people to kind of just help guide them and, you know, provide a little bit of fuel for their ideas to keep going.
Yeah, totally. It's, you know, we can pave that way. We can give you the platform, but for anybody here interested in getting into Web3, it really is on you, because the whole goal is helping you become an independent artist. So without you front and center, I mean, how's a collector going to spend that much money on your NFT if they can't, you know, engage with you? So that's totally where the action is.
And that freedom and sovereignty comes with, like, your responsibility. You're in charge of your own funds that you got through those NFTs. You're in charge of, you know, what direction you take with your visuals or your music. It's not up to, you know, the you know, studio or the label that signed you and says, oh, no, we want you to look more like this or sound more like that. No, we want to just kind of empower you to be you.
Exactly. You know, it's again, it comes back to the ideas. A lot of musicians have those ideas, and then when you have a team like we do at Third Planet with amazing 3D designers. My son Julian goes by Curie. He does all our video tech, everything for streaming behind the scenes, and he's also a 3D designer. We've got Bogey, and I mean the two of them alone, along with acapella in the back. I mean, we just dropped our all access pass, and that was like a full team collaboration. You know, Julian doing 3D animation, acapella building the actual laminate, and then Bogey doing the animation, and you know.
If you haven't seen that VIP pass, even if you're like, oh, I can't really grab one now, just go look at it because it's so dope. I don't know if do we have a picture of this
mini? I think we have it somewhere.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is so much doper than any of the other VIP NFTs I have, I swear.
And acapella does something cool, so not a lot of people have them. You can actually use it as like a fidget stone, so you can play with it, flip it around, spin it, and you know, my son, he has those magnets that he plays with, and he keeps dropping them, and they keep flying across like the hotel lobby, but something like this, you don't have to worry about that happening, and you can still fidget with it.
And so if someone does want to get one of these epic looking fun little, you know, playable passes right in your wallet, you can scoot around with it, what's some of the bennies?
Well, if you have one of these, we wanted to launch it before this event. It'll help you get 25% off merch. If we had a big line going outside, it would help you skip the line. We're offering meet and greets with the artist and even backstage experience if anybody's never seen backstage and how the artists operate. It's always a fun experience. It's my favorite part of being on tour. It's where the goodies are.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, many other possible benefits as well coming down the line as we do more events, both IRL and virtual. So
Totally.
Would be cool to snag one.
Yeah. And not to say that it'll work for every event, depending on, you know, partner contracts and stuff, or venue also. But for the most part, this should grant you access to majority of what we're doing going forward, and we have big plans. This is our first IRL event, but first of many.
Thanks, yeah, thank you all for coming. Just awesome to have this. Finally, we've been like, rolling in Miami last year, we almost had the boat, then the year before in New York, almost going down, so finally we're here with y'all, and it's just amazing. So many great musicians and artists and projects involved that, it feels really good to pull us all together, so thank you, Binx.
Definitely a 3-year mission that we haven't given up on, but yeah, we love this place. You know, we're waiting for the Wavies to arrive. They're a new partner that we have, and we've got a big plan that we want to do with them for the community. They specialize in equality and with the art among the artists and award ceremonies. So we definitely want to hold an annual Web3 recognition award ceremony. Not a competition. We want to
not just shout out like the biggest names already. Like, what's the point of that? So, you know, actually go and you know, shout out the people that are, you know, building from the ground up and you know, doing it kind of on their own, need some recognition.
Definitely. And we think that's going to be fun. That's kind of top secret, but some alpha right there.
Little alpha drip.
Yeah.
And there is a 3PS Discord as well. I'm pretty sure probably one of these little scanny QRs that gets you in the direction. So, you know, follow on Twitter, hop in the Discord, and, you know, if you are a performer, a musician, or have any other of these amazing skill sets, you know, we love to work with people and collaborate and be able to maybe get you up in the metaverse soon in one of the next upcoming shows or something. So just make sure that you're reaching out if you have interest in kind of joining the gang.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good time. Definitely a good time. I am not a speaker. I was a dancer growing up, so maybe if I didn't have these chunky shoes, I'd do a different kind of performance. But I do want to introduce Brian Life. I think everybody's seeing someone set up shop up in that VIP up there. He's going to be live painting soon, and I think my son.
And Brian has showed me some of his stuff today, just incredible. So I'm excited to see some of the live painting here. Yeah. Awesome.
Julie. What? performed with a cappella, myself, and Julian. And I think there's sound with this. Of course. Start over.
And this is Brian Life's work. I think we're going to get a restart here, maybe have some tunes with it. But thanks again, everybody. We got much more coming tonight.
Thank you all for coming.